next on this special primetime edition of Apple Valley News Now.
I'm Emily Goodell. Yakima County emergency officials say they're seeing more wildfires than normal this time of year, including 2 major ones that happened over the weekend. Coming up, what you need to know about getting evacuation notices and about what they mean.
Also tonight and within the next 30 minutes.
Even my dog over here, he's 2 years old, and I noticed some problems with him starting once the Lineage fire started.
More Findlay residents are speaking out about the Lineage Logistics fire. It comes as the company has a new website where people can ask them questions. Plus,
they take public comment, and if we want to talk about the moon being made of green cheese or pot stores in West Richland, we're allowed to talk about that.
We'll tell you why one group of West Richland residents are against a new pot shop. And we are tracking your new work week weather forecast.
We're going to see slightly warmer temperatures tomorrow and those winds kind of receding tonight.
Stacey Lee's first alert forecast and all of the day's local news seconds away.
This is Apple Valley News Now, prime time on your side.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the game. Thanks for joining us. Almost 9 o'clock now. I'm Austin Reed. Let's get to your top stories. First up, 2 large wildfires broke out in the lower Yakima Valley on Saturday afternoon, requiring the state to mobilize its resources to help. But emergency officials told Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell when alerting people of evacuation notices, they weren't exactly clear on their next steps.
Emergency officials say they're seeing more wildfires than usual for this time of year, and that's why it's so important for people to sign up to have evacuation notices and to know what they mean.
It's so hard when we get there and we tell people you're level 2 and they look at me like I'm like a deer in the headlight, like, what? What are you talking about?
Southeast Incident Management Team Number 3 put in charge of both major wildfires over the weekend, with resources coming in from state mobilization.
And it brings some help that they need, and coming with the help also comes some financial backing.
The Beam Road fire started Saturday afternoon outside of Zilla, burning through over 8,500 acres near Rattlesnake Ridge. No injuries or structural damage, but
for the Beam fire, we did a level 1 evacuation, which is just be ready. There's a fire in the area. That was our initial one for that one.
The Camas Road fire in Wapato, which hit 73 acres and destroyed 1 home, got a higher evacuation level.
We went to a level 2, pack your things, be ready to go, because that fire was wind driven and we weren't sure which way that was going to turn out to be.
When it gets to level 3, that means go now because there's imminent danger. You can get those evacuation notices for wildfires, flooding, or major incidents in your area several ways. Emergency officials say the wireless emergency alert system works, but it's not as precise.
That's why sometimes people get alerts outside that area, is because it's coming off the cell towers, so it's hard to keep it right into one area.
Reverse 911 lookup can work if you have a landline.
If we have to go door to door, we also have our volunteers in the sheriff's office assist with doing that to make sure everybody is notified.
You can also check the Yakima Valley Emergency Management Facebook page or call their emergency number at 509-574-1900. But emergency officials say the best way to get notified, signing up for Alert Yakima.
Basically, we get a map, draw a line around it, and then we send out a notice. It hits inside there. People that are registered, it hits their phones. We use iPods, which comes across the TV, radio.
But less than 12,000 have signed up for it.
And that's a pretty small percentage for our county out of 250,000 plus people.
You can sign up for free online at yakimacounty.us/alertyakima. Emergency officials are also asking the public not to come to the area around a wildfire to see what's happening with it, saying that too many drivers on the road can make it too congested for emergency vehicles to get through to do their jobs. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Emily, fire crews from Benton, Walla Walla, and Franklin counties worked today to put out a fire near Fur Road and North Columbia River Road. The fire is currently at around 80% containment. It has burned around 200 acres. Franklin County Fire District 5 Fire Chief Brian Thornhill says the fire started just after noon in the 2400 block of Columbia River Road. The winds carried the blaze to the north and east up the steep canyons. The fire prompted officials to call for level 1 get-ready evacuation precautions. Fire Chief Mike Harris, who is with Franklin County Fire District 3, says people in 6 to 8 homes off of Columbia River Road and 1 on Cottonwood Drive were told about the precautions, but no homes ended up being evacuated. Power was shut off to the area as some power poles were destroyed by fire. The DNR also sent a resource helicopter to help put out the flames. We have a list of the agencies that participated right now on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com. A fire that started just before 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday near the city of Prescott in Walla Walla County burned about 250 acres and left behind a large area of charred grass, brush, and some crops. The fire that's being called the Neff Road fire prompted a level 1 evacuation level, which means get ready. State fire assistance was mobilized with crews from Walla Walla College Place, Fire Districts 4, 5, 6, and 8, as well as Benton County Fire District 1. No people or animals were hurt and no buildings were affected. The cause of the fire still under investigation. And a reminder, in Benton County, the fire marshal has moved the county into a high fire danger. But what exactly does that mean? Well, it means wildfires are likely. And while that seems obvious, fire crews are still out working around the clock as these wildfires pop up. To help them out, do not burn yard debris, recreational fires, and don't leave those unattended, and keep water hoses and shovels nearby. Those wildfires keeping our fire crews busy throughout the past several days. Now they're going to have to battle in much higher temperatures. So when will the heat return? Stacey Lee joining us now with a first look at her forecast. Hi there, Stacey.
Hey, Austin, and you know, we're not even to summer yet. We've been seeing fires. It was not even that warm, but we are going to see those warmer temperatures. Tonight, though, I've been tracking some lightning out in the Blue Mountains just outside of Dayton, the southern portion of the Blue Mountains in the Oregon area, but most of that's going to pass on by. We also had a few lightning strikes up towards the Connell area, so any lightning could also spark fires out there as well. The good news, our winds are going to start receding. You're still going to see those gusty winds in those mountain gap areas like through the Kittitas Valley into Toppenish. Prosser seeing some breezy winds tonight, but those winds will really start to wind down later this evening. Beautiful picture outside on our Legends Casino Skycam, 64 degrees, our sunset at 8:51. So there it is, just nice out there. Yesterday, so chilly in Yakima, we tied a record set back in 1954. 35 degrees was the low, unusual for the month of June, so did tie that record. Temperatures still continue to roller coaster up. We're going to be our hottest day of the week Saturday, and then we're going to slide back down closer to our average as we head into next week. Tonight, partly cloudy, those winds diminishing, 48 for your low. And tomorrow, look for those decreasing winds, slightly warmer temperatures. Temperatures will soar into the 90s by the weekend. A cool, windy Sunday, and we're really going to have to keep a close eye on fire dangers on Sunday as well. I'll get to all the details coming up. First Alert weather forecast. Austin?
Stacey, we'll see you then. A West Richland group is asking for the city council to hear them out on implementing marijuana shops in the city. But they tell us tonight they have been told they can't address the council about it. Dan Ritchie is with the West Richland Citizens Group. They recently held an event on June 12th, asking people to sign their petition to not allow pot shops in West Richland. However, they say that they were asked to leave by city staff. Ritchie says the staff told him the group couldn't be at the farmers market because the city was trying to keep that event non-political. Ritchie tells us he went to the special city hall meeting tonight to address the council, but he was told he couldn't do it during public comment. The man says he wants to make sure the council is hearing from everyone who lives and works in West Richland.
Have our voice heard. We will try to be careful not to say the magic words that the mayor has determined we can't use, like advisory vote and pot stores and things like that. And so we'll try and be careful about the words that we choose to use, but I would expect that there will be some of us that may get escorted to the door tonight.
The advisory vote will happen on August the 6th. We are following up with calls to the City Council and Ritchie. Be sure to join us tomorrow at 4:30 and around 8 p.m. to find out what we learn. Two Pasco-based farming companies are paying $470,000 in a civil rights lawsuit over multiple claims of sexual assault and harassment of female workers. We're talking about farm workers in particular. Attorney General Bob Ferguson says 4 women reported being assaulted, harassed, and retaliated against while working at Green Ridge Farms and Baker Produce. Ferguson says one of those women reported being raped multiple times to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. Authorities say it happened from the year 2018 and up until this year, 2024. And that was up until the supervisor was fired. Ferguson also says the companies are liable because they knew what the supervisor was doing and did not protect its workers. We are not naming that supervisor at this time because he has not been charged with a crime yet. In addition to paying the money, the companies can't rehire the accused supervisor, and they must institute new anti-discrimination and sexual harassment policies within 60 days. The policies must include specific procedures for reporting harassment and discrimination, including in the worker's primary language. They must also make sure the reporting can be done anonymously. Suncom 911 in Yakima flooded with non-emergency calls during weekend fires, many of them not actual emergencies. Dispatchers saw call volumes increase by around 300%. A lot of callers asking for updates on power outages, which 911 has no control over. Instead, callers should contact Pacific Power at 1-877-508-5088 for updates so they are not tying up emergency lines.
We don't have any control over that, unfortunately, so really think about your neighbors and your family and keeping those lines available for those people that do have emergencies.
Suncom 911 also experienced difficulties with receiving location data from Verizon callers over the weekend, but the issue has been resolved. Now, if people can't get through in the future, they can text 911 or call the backup line. That number, 509-453-9000. With our fire danger high right now, we are also getting ready to deal with higher temperatures. Stacey Lee is back. She'll have your full First Alert weather forecast. But first, the Surgeon General issuing a warning today about children and social media. Why he believes social media should come with a label warning, literally. We'll be right back.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac? Santa Fe burger sauce.
Burger. Jalapeno pepper. Burger. Cheese. Burger. Spicy cheese bacon. Guac. Cheese. Bacon.
Carl's Jr. El Diablo is back. Get a single for $5.99.
Hey, burger!
Get burger.
Here's to feeling at home on mountain trails. Playing by the river all day. Exploring your favorite off-beaten paths and terrains. Or simply savoring your favorite foods. Here's to Subaru season. Experience all our hometown summers have to offer with the new Subaru Outback from McCurley Subaru. Your way home.
Get a new Subaru Outback from McCurley Subaru today with 2.9% financing.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95 plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. To nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties, just click on Volunteers Count at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens,
They're lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry, you've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
No one expects to get in a car wreck, but that's exactly what happened last summer. The drunk driver crossed over the center line, crashing into us and causing life-threatening injuries. It was difficult to focus on healing while facing overwhelming medical bills and lost wages. How will our bills get paid? When can I go back to work? So much was running through my head. Abeta Nelson's team did the work to make sure we didn't have to worry.
Abeta Nelson, we focus on you, you focus on healing.
Give in to your devilish desires. Scorch your taste buds. It's Carl's Jr.'s El Diablo Burger.
I'm short on cash.
It's just $5.99.
Fine.
The Carl's Jr. El Diablo single, just $5.99.
Big burger. Good burger.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back to the news in prime time. The nation's top doctor wants tobacco and alcohol-style warning labels on internet sites like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The U.S. Surgeon General says there is a mental health crisis among young people. Alex Stone reports experts say social media is emerging as an important contributor.
Surgeon General Vivek Murthy is calling for warning-style labels on social media platforms similar to those for cigarettes and alcohol. In an op-ed in the New York Times, Dr. Murthy writes, quote, "A Surgeon General's warning label, which requires congressional action, would regularly remind parents and adolescents that social media has not been proved safe." He says cigarette box warning labels helped dramatically reduce tobacco usage. Murthy points to data showing teens who spend 3 or more hours a day on social media face double the risk of anxiety or depression. The average user that age was on social media for almost 5 hours every day.
The big question we have is, what exactly is the warning label going to say? Because if I will tell you anything about teens, if you give them pointed directions and information, they're more likely to act on it. So maybe it could include things like, hey, watch out for your privacy, be aware of cyberbullying, be a good digital citizen, and take breaks.
Murthy has repeatedly sounded the alarm about excessive social media use.
Social media has not been a positive experience for many young people. I think it's a trauma that young people are experiencing in their lives in terms of violence in their communities, in terms of racism and discrimination.
The White House is calling on Congress to pass legislation to hold social media platforms accountable.
There is a mental health crisis. The Surgeon General's announcement is about reminding parents and also about reminding kids the risk of using social media.
A spokesman for the Tech Trade Association, NetChoice, called Murthy's proposal an oversimplification and said parents, not the government, should handle the unique needs of their children. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
More than a dozen states have passed laws aimed at limiting children's use of social media, with some banning young children from accessing the sites altogether and requiring parent approval for teens to use them. But the laws have been challenged by tech industry groups who argue that they are unconstitutional and violate users' free speech rights.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, we had some showers move through the area. Most of those are off to the east now. We've even been tracking a little bit of lightning, some heavier storms on the southern portion of I-82, I-84, past Pendleton going towards LeGrand tonight. So still some heavy active rain out there. Most of the clouds, though, starting to clear up. 64 degrees on our dust level sky cam. Our sunset at 8:51 tonight. Humidity 54%. So that is good news. That's the moisture that came through. Now, humidity levels are going to be dropping as we head towards warmer weather later in the week, so that could increase our fire danger. Temperatures around the area looking pretty good. We're in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, so a mixed bag of temperatures. 58 right now in Yakima, 64 Tri-Cities, 58 Walla Walla, 55 for Pendleton. Let's take a look at the 24-hour temperature change. We did have that cold front over the weekend, but look at our temperatures now. Much warmer than we were just 24 hours ago. 10 degrees higher in the Tri-Cities right now than yesterday this exact time. Weather pattern. This is that that upper level low. It's been keeping us cold. Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Utah, Montana, Wyoming, even parts of Denver. They're going to see some snow showers in this region over the next little bit. Here's our future cast, kind of show you what's happening outside as that system moves off. We'll start to see that high pressure move in and start building through the area. Wind-wise, we're still going to be windy in some of our areas like Yakima out in the Hanford Reach area. Winds die down pretty much overnight except for Tri-Cities and Dayton, still seeing some breezy winds as well as Yakima. Winds will be much lighter tomorrow as we go through the day, so light breezes in the afternoon. Wednesday, the wind will die down even more so, and that's when we're going to start feeling those warmer temperatures and not those breezes to keep us cool. Reminder, 3 days now until the first day of summer on June 20th at 1:51. The temperature roller coaster continues in the 70s, below our average, almost 10 degrees in Yakima, climbing into the 90s for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then dropping back down into the upper 80s. So we go from below average to well above average temperatures heading into our weekend. 95 possible on Saturday for the Tri-Cities. Walla Walla, very cool again, 10, 11 degrees below the average, moving closer to the average on Tuesday, and then those temperatures well above the average as we get to the latter part of the week into the weekend. Temperatures around the area tonight pretty mild. We're in the 40s all around. We won't be seeing those 30s like we did last night, so mid and low 40s here in the Yakima Kittitas Valley, Columbia Basin, mid to upper 40s, and we'll stay in the mid 40s along the foothills of the Blues. For tomorrow, look at that, temperatures getting closer to 80 degrees, just under though, and you'll see a few degrees of improvement each and every day. There's those 80-degree temperatures in Yakima Wednesday, Thursday, 90s for Friday, Saturday, cooling back down into the 80s as we get into the first part of next week. We'll see temperatures as high as 94, 95 degrees on Saturday for Tri-Cities, and then back to the 80s on Monday. We're going to have a windy day Sunday with low humidity levels, and again, fire danger will remain high into the weekend. A very slight chance of a stray shower in Walla Walla tomorrow, just 10% chance. Juneteenth, 85 degrees. First day of summer, 88 for Walla Walla, hitting those 90s for the weekend. Here's what it looks like in Hermiston over the next few days. Again, those 80s are back on Wednesday, 90s all the way through Sunday, and then we're going to drop down just slightly below that coming up. So a nice stretch of warm weather there, cooling back down, but Sunday we're going to see those gusty winds again, fire danger remaining high. Austin?
All right, Stacey, thank you. A big national insurance carrier is dropping a policy, leaving tens of thousands without coverage. Why Nationwide may not be on your side when it comes to your furry friends. That's up next in your business headlines.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
Reach out to NeuroStim TMS today and rediscover the light and joy in your life.
Grocery outlet, bargain market.
Organic at this price? Is this for real?
Not exactly. That's bargain bliss setting in. You're basking in the glow of organic produce at shockingly low prices.
I guess the choir isn't real either.
Oh no, they're real. They're here every Sunday afternoon.
Grocery outlet, bargain market. Bargain bliss. Bargain bliss.
Going up against Social Security for disability benefits when you can't work, that's scary. Going up against labor and industries for workers' comp when you're hurt at work, that's scary. But calling in Bothwell and Hamill, that gives you confidence. If you can't work or were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident vaccine driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's right here.
Roll into summer. Save up to $200 instantly on a wide selection of tires and wheels. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points. The Tempur-Adapt features innovative technology, so you get deep, undisturbed rest all night long.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us for your news in prime time. Turning to your business headlines tonight, Nationwide Insurance is dropping pet insurance policies for about 100,000 animals. The company blames higher veterinary costs and other factors. Tens of thousands of pet owners say they are in a very tough spot now. They not only have senior pets, many have pre-existing conditions. That means they may not be insurable elsewhere. Some customers also say they are trying to organize to possibly take legal action. Bringing home the bacon. May not be so much with these high prices. According to inflation data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, bacon is nearly 7% more expensive than it was just 1 year ago. But ham prices dropped more than 6% since last year. Tonight, analysts say the rising cost of bacon is largely due to demand and that people are willing to pay more for bacon than some other pork products. All right, coming up, how you can enjoy this nation's national parks. We've got plenty in our region without dropping a dime for a visit. We're back with more headlines right after this. Hang tight.
Meet the man promoting wind power on Horseheaven Hills. Apple Valley News Now, Wednesday.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, I can't do this alone. And we said, that's okay, we'll figure it out together. If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
No one expects to get in a car wreck, but that's exactly what happened last summer. The drunk driver crossed over the center line, crashing into us and causing life-threatening injuries. It was difficult to focus on healing while facing overwhelming medical bills and lost wages. How will our bills get paid? When can I go back to work? So much was running through my head. Abeda Nelson's team did the work to make sure we didn't have to worry.
Abeda Nelson, we focus on you, you focus on healing.
Driving safely is all about the little things. Like giving folks a break, even at unmarked crosswalks. Making plenty of space for people riding. And choosing to wait for the next green light by slowing down and stopping on yellow. Because when you're the biggest and the fastest, you've got to be the safest, too. Together, we get there.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Need a new furry pal? It's Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now. Each Wednesday, we'll feature lovable pets from area shelters wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
hard work, perseverance, courage. These are the attributes of a champion. A lifetime of success starts here at the Children's Developmental Center. Every child needs a champion. Support our mission of empowering families and improving children's lives. Join us for our fundraiser, Summer Cuisine at Terra Blanca, presented by Country Financial. Will you be one of our champions?
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Hey, listen to this. The National Park Service is waiving entry fees at all national parks on this Wednesday, in honor of Juneteenth. June 19th is the national holiday celebrating the end of slavery in the United States. It was on that date in 1865 that the last enslaved people in Texas were finally free. Juneteenth officially became a federal holiday in 2021. This year is the first time it will be a free entry day at U.S. national parks. While entry will be free, fees will remain in effect for parking and activities like camping and fishing. Coming up on our next half hour of your news in prime time, the cleanup continues at the Lineage warehouse in Findlay. We're going to talk to a local man who says he believes the air quality has been making him and his animals sick. And we will tell you the things you can't do when the fire danger transitions to high. The second half hour of our news in prime time begins now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, prime time on your side.
And good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us for our second half hour of news. I'm Austin Reed. Alyssa Warner is on assignment. This coming Friday marks 2 full months since the Lineage Logistics cold storage warehouse fire in Findlay broke out. People who live in the area say they are still feeling the negative effects. But tonight, we have learned that the company has a new online resource page for everyone impacted.
But ever since the Lineage fire and all that stuff, it's had a real big impact on, I guess, the whole community.
18-year-old Nathan Brower has called Findlay his home for the last 10 years or so. The Tri-Tech student, his family, and their four-legged best friend named Milo,
Good boy, good boy,
are getting real tired of this. Lineage says no toxic chemicals have been detected. Brower isn't too sure about that. He says after almost 2 full months of smoke and bad air, he himself has been experiencing respiratory issues. As for Milo,
I noticed some problems with him starting once the Lineage fire started. Took him out every once in a while, and then all of a sudden took him out and he'd run out to the corner and start sneezing and hacking. And then even me, I started getting sick too.
Within the last couple of days, Lineage created a new website. They are calling it a resource page. The company says the page shares frequently asked questions and even has a new email address for residents to send comments to. Do you think that'll make any kind of difference, or do you think is that kind of too late?
I would say it's a little too late for that because I mean, no matter the amount of questions that they answer, that we ask, there's not really anything that they can really get out of it.
For now, around-the-clock demolition work is being done by Signal Restoration Services. Our crews were at the scene on Monday morning, where investigators from ATF, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, were on hand, because the cause has yet to be determined.
I even changed how I hang out outside at home and stuff. When the smoke gets too bad, I don't want to go outside at all. It doesn't smell nice. It makes me sick, like to my stomach. Me and my dad both, we don't want to go hanging out outside when Lineage is burning. And if it's too bad, I don't even feel safe to put the dog outside.
I again reached out to company officials. Again, I haven't heard back from them. We're on your side, so we're going to keep digging, calling, reaching out, and we'll keep you updated on what we find out. Let's recap the fires from earlier. Fire crews from Benton, Walla Walla, and Franklin counties worked today to put out a fire near Fur Road and North Columbia River Road. The fire is currently about 80% contained. It has burned around 200 acres. Franklin County Fire District 5 Fire Chief Brian Thornhill says the fire started just after the noon hour in the 2400 block of Columbia River Road. The winds carried the blaze to the north and east up the steep canyons. The fire prompted officials to call for a level 1 get-ready evacuation. Fire Chief Mike Harris, who is with Franklin County Fire District 3, says people in 6 to 8 homes off of Columbia River Road and 1 on Cottonwood Drive were told about the precautions, but no homes ended up being evacuated. Power was shut off to the area as some power poles were destroyed by the fire. The DNR also sent a resource helicopter to help put out the flames. We have a list of all the agencies that participated on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Hey, a reminder, in Benton County, the fire marshal has moved the county into a high fire danger. What does this mean? Well, it means wildfires are likely, and while that seems obvious, fire crews are still out working around the clock as these wildfires pop up. To help them out, do not burn yard debris. Recreational fires, don't leave those unattended, and keep water hoses and shovels nearby. All right, let's check in with Stacy Lee with a first look at your forecast in our second half hour. And Stacy, the winds calming down compared to, say, just a couple days ago, or?
Winds are starting to calm tonight. We did have system moving through, some rain and even some lightning strikes out towards Connell and outside of Dayton in the Blue Mountains. But the winds are starting to finally calm down around the area. So that is good news. Look at our weather map, or wind map, I should say. We were down to nil here in the Tri-Cities. Still breezy, though. Prosser, Hanford, and Ellensburg, but everybody else starting to see a little bit of calming. Let's take a look at our dust level sky cam in Pasco tonight. 64 degrees, our dew point at 47, and our humidity at 54%. That's good. That helps keep the fire danger low, and some of those showers probably helped our firefighters tonight. Temperatures dropping down into the 40s, those winds diminishing later in the evening for most of our area. A quick sneak peek at those 7-day planning forecasts. There you have Juneteenth on Wednesday, and Thursday is officially the first day of summer, and it's actually going to feel like it with those temperatures hitting the upper 80s and low to mid 90s. Here's what it looks like in Tri-Cities and Yakima. Some nice weather on the way. Hot over the weekend, but just for a minute, and then we start to bump back down into the low 90s and upper 80s, lower 80s in the Yakima Valley. So again, the temperature roller coaster continues through the area. Lots more to talk about in my first alert full weather forecast. Austin?
All right, Stacy, thank you for that. More than 1,000 firefighters have been called in to battle a massive fire in Los Angeles County, with more firefighters on the way. The wildfire has forced hundreds of people to leave their homes and has burned its way through more than 15,000 acres since it started on Saturday. Cheryl Hubbard has the latest.
A heat wave not seen in decades is sweeping across the United States. In parts of the West, there's an added threat: wildfires. Several are burning in California, including in Los Angeles County. Officials say the fire was caused by the perfect storm.
Everything lined up. There was high temperatures, low relative humidity, about 15%. We had the terrain with the, chutes and canyons, and that wind just really kicked it off. That's what got it going so fast.
The National Weather Service in Los Angeles warned Sunday of wind gusts up to 60 to 70 miles per hour, creating conditions that could potentially fuel the flames.
This is a relatively fast-moving fire. Every one of us is concerned with the wind. That's the single most driving factor of this fire.
The post-fire began Saturday afternoon in Gorman, an unincorporated community in northwestern Los Angeles County. With the speed that the wildfire is spreading, fire department officials are encouraging residents to stay on high alert.
We're putting people on notice that if we have to issue a mandatory evacuation order, that they need to leave. So having your bags packed, your cars ready to go, a full tank of gas, and your cell phones handy. And then once sheriffs come by or law enforcement asks you to leave, it means the danger is imminent.
I'm Cheryl Hubbard reporting.
Much of that area will remain under a high wind warning until tomorrow morning. No rain is expected over the next week, but some cooler temperatures and more humidity should allow the current fires to come under more containment. Turning to your political headlines this evening, a lot to unpack here, so let's get through the top stories. It's not quite clear if former President Trump actually made some unflattering comments about the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin during a closed-door meeting last week. Some at the meeting say he did. Others say he didn't. Milwaukee is where the Republican National Convention will take place on July 15th, and the state of Wisconsin is actually a key swing state. It's not stopping the Democrats from taking a swing themselves. The Democratic National Committee responded by launching 10 billboards across the city featuring Trump's quote. And President Biden took to social media writing, quote, "I happen to love Milwaukee," end quote. The former president pushing back, saying Democrats are trying to distract voters. Today, Hunter Biden filed and then quickly withdrew a motion seeking a new trial in his federal gun case. Biden's conviction on 3 charges last week represents the first time the son of a U.S. president went on trial, while his father was in the White House. Now, he withdrew the appeal without publicly providing a reason. The now removed court filings argued there was a technical hiccup that should have kept the trial judge from proceeding to a jury trial in Delaware. All right, still ahead tonight. When will we see those 90-degree days return? Stacey Lee is back with your forecast. Beautiful shot there from our Yakima live camera. You're watching the news in primetime. We're back after this.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Your dream kitchen starts at Floor & Home. Custom countertops handmade for you. This month only, custom select quartz counters start at $52.99 a square foot. You dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Why is my internet slow?
There's only 16 devices connected.
I'm so over this. My cable internet bill just increased again.
My upload speed is so bad, I can't even run a stream without buffering.
Defeat cable lag. Switch to Ziply Fiber, America's fastest home internet. 25 times faster uploads. $65 less a month in cable. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
So what do you think about these?
We like this.
Yeah, we love it.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, "I can't do this alone." And we said, "That's okay. We'll figure it out together." If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of men. Good food choices like making fruits and veggies half your dinner plate can help keep you well. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
When you call, they get to work. Machine cut, hand sanded, and custom crafted to order. You dream, we cut and install. Love the home you live in.
Thank you for staying with us. Around 25 million people in the U.S. have asthma, and this time of year, thunderstorms and summer weather can worsen symptoms. While we don't see many thunderstorms in the Tri-Cities, people in other parts of our region do. Research shows asthma sufferers are at an increased risk of needing to go to the emergency room during severe weather due to the stress on the respiratory system. Those stressors include humidity and pollen. Go over best treatment options with your doctor and formulate a plan on what to do if symptoms increase.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And it's already nice and dark out. We're checking out the windmills. You can see the little lights coming on every now and again. Those windmills have died down. Our wind down to zip. 64 degrees outside and our sunset at 8:51. So not a bad looking night. Things finally calmed down once that rain passed through the area and those winds have started to finally die down. Temperatures elsewhere around the area were in the 40s in Cle Elum, the low 50s in Ellensburg, upper 50s and low 60s as you get closer to the Tri-Cities and the Columbia Basin. And we're staying in the 50s along the foothills of the Blues tonight. So temperatures cooling down nicely. Good sleeping weather. And we're actually warmer right now than we were just 24 hours ago. 3 degrees less in Pendleton, but look at this, we're 10 degrees warmer this evening than we were just 24 hours ago for both Prosser, Tri-Cities, Hanford 5 degrees warmer. So a little bit of a warm up. This cold weather pattern's been sitting on top of us. That's going to start exiting our region. We'll have a ridge of high pressure start to move through the area. That's going to build in. Most of this unsettled weather will continue to move to the east. And check this out. We're seeing some snow across Idaho and to portions of southwest Montana. That's unusual to see snow this late in the year, but there it is. It's possible. We even had a few flakes today in the Cascade Mountains. Let's take a look at our futurecast for wind. Things are looking better overnight. We'll still stay breezy out at the Hanford Reach in the Yakima Valley. Any of those mountain gaps areas, we'll see the wind a little bit breezy in Dayton in the morning as well as the Tri-Cities. As the day moves along, those winds will be relatively light. These are the gusts, by the way, and then getting into Wednesday, winds will be even more improved, a lot less windy outside. Summer begins in just 3 days, Thursday, June 20th at 1:51 p.m. I'm ready for it. Now let's compare weekends. This weekend, it was cool, 60s and 70s. This coming weekend, check it out. We're going to see temps in the 90s, so it will actually start to feel a little bit more like summer. Here's our temperature trends heading towards the weekend. Look at those upper 90s, well above the average. We've been below average for several days. Tri-Cities also moving up closer to the average on Tuesday and then hitting way above it by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then we'll see a gradual cool down as we start out next week. Really warming up in Walla Walla with those upper 80s hitting the 90s for Friday and Saturday, then cooling back down as you head to Sunday. Let's take a look at our temperatures around the region tonight. Nice and comfortable, good sleeping weather. On the cool side in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, low to mid 40s there. Upper 40s as you get into the Columbia Basin and those low to mid 40s along the foothills of the Blues tonight. Tomorrow there's those warmer temperatures, lots of sunshine in the area. Will be most everybody in the 70s, could even inch up to 80 degrees by the end of the day. Here's that 7-day planning forecast. Not looking too bad. Look at our first day of summer. We'll have 88 degrees in Yakima, those 90s for Friday, Saturday. Then we cool back down to the 80s beginning Sunday. Now, Sunday is going to be very windy. We're expecting low humidity. Therefore, the fire danger will be elevated once again as we are into the weekend and everyone's outside doing things. So we want to be very fire-wise over the next few days. Walla Walla looking good, 90s for Friday and Saturday, cooling back down Sunday and Monday. And a quick peek at Hermiston, and we'll see temperatures there also in the 90s. And a nice long stretch, 4 days in a row of 90s here on that first day of summer, 90 degrees. It'll be feeling like it in Hermiston. Still to come, your viewer photo of the day. Austin?
All right, Stacey, thank you. We are going to take a look at some of the trending headlines happening today, including this one that happened in Portland. Riders on an amusement park ride stuck upside down. We'll take you there next.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac?
Santa Fe burger sauce. Burger. Jalapeno pepper. Burger. Cheese. Burger. Spicy cheese bacon. Guac. Cheese. Bacon.
Carl's Jr. El Diablo is back. Get a single for $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens,
They are lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry, you've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Need a new furry pal? It's Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now. Each Wednesday, we'll feature lovable pets from area shelters wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
Give in to your devilish desires. Scorch your taste buds. It's Carl's Jr.'s El Diablo Burger.
I'm short on cash.
It's just $5.99.
Fine.
The Carl's Jr. El Diablo Single, just $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
All right, Stacey, check this out. Superstar chef Gordon Ramsay sending a powerful message on social media after he says, had it not been for his bike helmet, well, he would have not survived a crash, which happened over the weekend. Let's listen.
Honestly, you've got to wear a helmet. I don't care how short the journey is. I don't care, the fact that these helmets cost money, but they're crucial.
Ramsay, visibly shaking at times, thanked the doctors and nurses who cared for him. He posted a picture suited up before the crash and a photo showing his mangled helmet and that enormous bruise on the side that he got in the crash. Now, he took the time to make sure to spread the importance of wearing a helmet. More than 1,000 bicyclists die in the United States, had died in 2022, a record high. Even overseas, cyclists are getting serious about safety.
Could have been way worse.
Very important, especially with all these e-bikes.
I know.
I have an e-bike. I'm wearing my helmet for sure.
You have to. You have to.
Yep.
This is something we have seen all over social media. About 30 people were stuck upside down a ride that malfunctioned. This happened Friday at Oaks Amusement Park in Portland, Oregon. You know, Stacey, when I was a kid, grew up in Portland. Oaks Park was a place to go, but now I'm like, I don't know. Officials had to manually lower the ride. All riders were were evaluated by medical professionals. There have been no reports of injuries. The malfunction happened on the first day the amusement park was open for the 2024 season.
They have that same ride at Silverwood, and I love it.
Oh, you were just telling me, like near Idaho, right?
I love it.
It's in Idaho, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Still scary stuff.
That's right.
Stacey, you're back with a final look at weather.
That's right, and our viewer photo of the day.
Stay tuned.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver call it fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95 plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
How do you measure the gift of time with your loved ones? How do you weigh the feeling of hope and the peace of mind not having to travel for the health care you deserve? At Good Shepherd, every decision we make is with our patients in mind, to bring you new, renowned doctors, the best technology to offer compassion in your times of need, to serve our region, to be there for you. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
Alien tape is strong enough to hold this fishbowl on a moving car. Just peel and stick and make anything stay in place quick. A wooden shelf, a basket to glass, rugs to the floor, and so much more. Alien tape sticks to brick, pavers, marble, tile, plastic, even leather. Nothing works better. Alien tape secures in seconds, then twist, pull, and rinse to reuse. You're dying to try it. Here's your chance to buy it.
Call 1-800-284-4157 or go to tryalientape.com. That's 1-800-284-4157.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $1,950 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99, Wednesdays only at KFC.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
And welcome back. We always look forward to this, Austin, our viewer photo of the day, and it's a doozy. Check that out. That is a rainbow over the Columbia River near the Dalles, and I'm sure that was shot this afternoon with those clouds coming in and the system. So good job, Raphael. If you want to get your weather photo on, that QR code right there on the right side of your screen, it'll take you right to where you need to go, or just go to Apple Valley News Now, click on the weather tab, and you'll see upload your photos here. That is how you get those on television. Keep them coming in. Final look at your weather for tomorrow. Not a bad looking day. The winds are going to be much better, and we'll have much warmer temperatures on the way, Austin. Almost the first day of summer.
Almost. We're hours away now. Yep. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us and staying up late with us. We will see you at 11. And if you're a Celtics fan, it's your night. Bye, everybody.